Shit, lady, get the fuck out of my store. Retail, one of the scariest jobs known to man, having to do with local drunks, suspicious men in hoodies, bloodthirsty grandmas, and worst of all, tall people. But what if I told you that's nothing compared to what I do at night? And no, I'm not selling my body anymore. Instead, I have to fend off my store against random anomalies, a suspiciously long-armed monster, and random townfolk that sometimes have a literal demon inside them. But luckily for us, this is just a part-time job. So all we need to do is survive 8 days in Hellmart, or else we'll be eaten alive by whatever mystery haunts this town. But first, we have to deal with something even scarier called public transportation, because this can only go 2 ways. I get on, sit down on the piss-stained seats, and safely make it to my destination, or I'm forced to sit down next to a maniac where I get brutally stabbed 28 times. But lucky for us, we get the best of both worlds. I get to sit next to a homeless man while still making it to our destination. Also, I'm 90% sure that homeless man is a fucking ghost, because as soon as we went to that tunnel, he vanished faster than my view count. But I digress. We've now made it to Hellmart, and suddenly a random telephone starts ringing on the other side. So I hesitantly answer, but instead of the furry convention hotline, it's just my boss explaining how the front door is locked and we need to break in so we can clean up for tomorrow's shift. That could have been bad, because ever since my last video, I've been wanted by the furry community for defamation. But now that we have a goal, I head to the back of the store and rip off the wooden boards off the door with my bare hands. Then head inside to find a broom, sponge, as well as read a cleaning tutorial so I can clean the dubious stains off the floor and the blood off the walls. Shockingly enough, this is very important and part of the main gameplay loop, because besides managing our stock for product in addition to stocking shelves, we have to scan customers' items while also having to be on the lookout for when a customer makes a mess. Because oh man, do they make a mess. But anyway, we finished up cleaning and head to our break room. That oddly enough is just a full-blown bedroom with cameras pointed directly towards the bed. But that's okay with me, I enjoy an audience. So after I make my own stains, I take a nap to begin our first day on the job. Day 1 is one of the days, because it shows us what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 hours. And that includes, go to the storage. Oh look, there's a new box. There are things inside the box. Stock the shelves, open the doors, flip the side, and greet my amazing customers. I personally go up to each and every one of them to ask if they need any help, or if there's any way I can be of help. Why? Because I thrive to be the best me I can be. So yes, I'm cleaning up every single stain on this floor. But before that, our boss called to tell us that we have a quota of $15 a each, and if we don't, well, I have no idea because I never lost, and I never lose. After that, I scanned a few customers' items, realized everyone here is rich as fuck, since they only ever paid with $100 bills, forcing me to count out change every single time. But anyway, we finish our quota, then get another call from our boss saying we also have security cameras we need to check, and to look out for anything suspicious. If I had a penny for every time I made a video about cameras back to back, I'd have 2 pennies. Oh, by the way, did I mention this was a horror game? Usually, as well as randomly, there will be something to look at, and most of the time, it makes me jump like a bitch. But what I saw on those cameras broke me as a man, because as I was flipping through, I heard it and immediately knew what it was. To give you a hypothetical scenario so you fully understand, imagine it's October 15th, 2025, your birthday. You head into the family living room full of excitement and see a gift sitting on the table. It has a note that says, "From family, happy birthday." You have never been more happy in your entire life. So you take it to your room and open it, only to find a CD with black Sharpie marked January 22, 2003. Oh man, it must be a movie, you think to yourself. So you put it in your DVD player, only to hear the most ruthless, intense clapping and your father's sweaty face, while your mom screams, "She wants a boy." You are horrified, disgusted, and you will hate your family till the end of time. But that's only 5% of the horror I felt in that exact moment. But besides that, I helped the rest of the customers finish cleaning, then locked down the door so I could start our first night shift. Our night shift will mostly be different every night, gradually getting harder, but for this night, we just have to watch our cameras and deal with people wanting to get in. With that said, we get our first visitor asking to come in. His excuse being he missed the bus to go home and needs a place to stay for the night. It's our job to determine if he's friendly or a threat. But I was immediately distracted when he said he would pay me $5 to let him in. So I instantly swung the door open to let him in, and luckily for us, he seems fine. Besides, something about him reminds me of something. I'll try not to think about it though. though, because we have another person at our door. And shockingly enough, I don't trust her. Not only because she makes my camera glitch, as well as the electricity act weird, but her smile scares me, so I tell her to fuck off. And with that, we complete our first night shift without anything going wrong. So I head to my break room and fall asleep. Remember when I said each day we get a new box to stock shelves with? Well, today's box is peanuts. This has absolutely nothing to do with the gameplay, but I wanted you to know we have those now. Anyway, today is extremely unremarkable, but it introduces two mechanics. I'm hesitant to say that because I only did them a few times. One being the generator we outside, so every other day we had to put fuel in it because it leaks. In fact, our boss just called to tell us we can upgrade the generator on the PC, introducing the item shop, allowing us to upgrade aspects of our store. We have generators, staff doors, equipment, security, and checkout. But I never actually bought anything to the very end because these upgrades are completely useless. And I could have actually went the whole time without ever upgrading. I only bought it so I could see what they did. Besides this, the morning shift was the same as yesterday, with the only thing being I pissed off a priest for not donating to his religion. I'm sorry, sir, I would have, but I spent all my money on a tip jar that cost me more than I ever made from it. Other than that, we finished up our morning shift and begin the night shift. The new mechanic this night introduces anomalies. You have no idea how long it took me to spell that at first. Basically, we have an eyeball, and the more angry the eyeball, the more anomalies we have in our store. Once we find them, we clean it or remove it and move on. It's very easy, very boring, but it does get cooler later, so we clean them all up. This one's my favorite because I can't read, and we end our night shift there and take a snooze in the back. Day 3 is where shit starts to get interesting. We start off normal, wake up, stock shelves, scan items, and clean up messes. And then I made the biggest mistake I've ever made playing a horror game. You see, I streamed me playing this game, so I thrive to be as funny and entertaining at all times as possible. So when things started to get slow and I was just cleaning while waiting for customers, I said, you know what? I'm excited for my night shift because morning shift is boring as hell. Is this what it's like to... Ooh. I then proceeded to grab a box to stock the shelves and get scared so bad by a lady asking for bread, I almost launched myself out of my chair. This is a horror game, and the one non-horror jump scare is what took 10 years off my life. But in addition to that, we also got a call from a boss saying, shit's about to get serious, and we need to buy wooden boards off the black market to keep ourselves safe. Sir, you had me at cocaine. So I go and purchase 3 boards for my 3 doors. Surely that's enough, I thought to myself. After putting them on, we just sit around waiting for the sun to go down so we can begin our night shift. At first, it's calm, almost too calm, until fuck-ass hand monster. As mean as that is for me to say, it's very fair, because this hand is silent as hell. One moment you think you stopped it, and the next, it already ripped off 2 boards. You are an asshole, and nobody likes you. But besides that, it's actually my favorite of all the things that can happen, because it's very fun to look for, then stab it with my fire axe I ripped off the wall Doomslayer style. On the other hand, it is pretty easy once you learn where it spawns, and we end up stabbing it a few more times, defending our doors until morning rises. Then we head to sleep for the next day. Day 4, we stock shelves. I'm aroused by this piece of bread. I permanently blind a man. I get called a submissive femboy by chat. 1 second, sir. I have a phone call.
Hello, is this for gaming? This is the furry convention, huh?
You'll never catch me. Also, I wasn't gonna say anything, but every time I miss the lock on the door, my character has an aneurysm and starts yelling. And this makes me violently angry throughout the entire game. Because you're telling me you got a voice actor, but not to voice act, and instead moan in my ear every single time I do anything. Fuck you, developer, and this moaning bitch. Anyway, we have our first complaining customer. A woman named Karen is yelling at me for giving her the incorrect change, even though she paid the exact amount. And honestly, I can't tell who the dumbass here is, me or her. But either way, I tell her to get the fuck out of my store, which in return breaks one of the rules. You see, we have a list of rules we must follow to be the best employee we can be. One being to be polite to customers, but I can confidently say, fuck the rules. You really think I'm gonna be nice when I know for a fact I didn't have to give her back any change? If anything, I deserve a raise for taking up for the store, and will be writing a complaint to corporate. So besides this upset, today was actually pretty normal, other than the local homeless woman giving me a little spook.
Oh, motherfucking hell!
What? Night shift. Tonight, we only have to worry about two things. That's anomalies as well as people coming up to the door asking to come inside. And well, look who it fucking is. You know what? I'll be the bigger person here to let you in, but don't try anything. Oh shit, must be that time of the month. You know what? Fuck being the nice guy. Nobody is allowed in now. I'm sorry, but I can't take any chances. Not a single person is allowed. Wait, did you say planks? You know what? He seems like a trustworthy guy. I'm letting him in. You can just sit the planks over. Oh, fuck me. And this is the last mechanic of the night. If the monster manages to get in, you're forced to run and hide until morning. This might seem hard, but it's actually the easiest part of the night. Because we have all these shelves and plenty of room to run from this ugly fuck, and that's exactly what I do until morning. Day 5. We are officially 3 days away from the end of our job. And you know what? I just gotta say, this is pretty nice. Because not only is day 5 calm, we get a new item to stock. Toilet paper. Now you might think this is boring and not even essential to the plot. But this is the only store in this entire area. And I don't think you understand that for the past 5 days, I haven't sold anything but beer, Spam, chips, and peanut butter. Every customer smells like a divorced dad shit all over himself. So having the ability to sell a product that might make this town slightly less shitty is the best thing we could ask for. Other than that, we also meet 2 new customers. Tall ass man and this robbing bastard. Listen, I know he probably can't afford it, but if you're gonna steal from my store, don't bring an entire ass duffel bag and expect me not to notice. So yeah, I told him to give me my shit back or else he was banned for life. Also, my notes say man with no face. I don't even remember what that means. Oh shit, I didn't know you chill like that. Night shift. I'll be honest with you, nothing really happened that was different. So I'm gonna take this night to complain about something. I know I am an alpha gamer that everyone loves and respects. So maybe this is just me. But wow, this game is easy as fuck. I personally love to challenge myself by picking the hardest difficulty in every game I play. Not because I love it or enjoy it a little, because the pain it gives me lets me feel something. If I'm not banging my hand against the wall while having my leg in a femur breaker, am I really living life? The answer is no. And don't come at me telling me to play Elden Ring with my hands tied to my cock and balls while getting stopped on. I've already done it and that shit was easy. But anyway, my point is, this night was so easy, I made the hand wish he could tell a trusted adult. I like the way he screams when I stab him. Day 6 has a lot of interesting customer conversations, but the first one instantly put me in a deep depression. You see, I've been spending every moment. I'm not helping a customer to cleaning, and as soon as I forget to clean a mess, Karen shows up again to tell me I was doing a terrible job and the store was a mess. At this point, I wasn't even mad. I'm just disappointed in myself. So I now spend every second making sure this place is 100% clean at all times, because I'll be damned if I get told my store is dirty. Following that, a man warns me of a local drunk that will eventually come in with no pants to drink all the booze off the shelves, and the only way to defend myself is to take my pants off to assert dominance. Luckily for us, I've been practicing this for a while now, so I will be ready. We also finally get to meet Grandma. Grandma said she wants to cut the face off of someone, but forgot her knife back at home. That's very interesting, Grandma. I hope you have a nice walk home, Grandma. Night shift. We must clean away the anomalies. Oh look, someone's at the door. She was very friendly. Another person at the door, and he looks very trustworthy. He was not trustworthy and also ate my other customer. Clean away the sadness of losing the last nice person. Surely this person is not bad. The camera is normal. He's not speaking weird. Fuck my life. We survived the night, but now I'm slightly more depressed. Day 7. Today is our last day, and I don't think you understand how excited I am to be unemployed again. So let's get this. Oh, it's a little extra colorful outside today. Surely this has no effect on the community around me. We start this morning with a phone call from our boss explaining how every single action and every decision we made will affect what happens tomorrow morning. Even though this slightly concerned me after I told that lady to get the fuck out my store, I'm just gonna pretend I've been a nice person to everyone. So we had to stock our shelves and... You know what? I'm just gonna head inside. The whole red sky thing is creeping me out. And yeah, the red sky is making the locals act a little interesting today. Besides our local thief trying to rob me, Grandma started to have a stroke in the frozen aisle. She seems to be slightly more angry than usual, threatening to cut off my body parts, and that my voice makes her hand reach for a knife on its own. So she kindly asks us to stay still while she heads home to grab it. Obviously, I told her I would because I'm a nice grandson. But that's it for morning. Wait a second. Who is that? The local drunk. I've been preparing for this ever since I was told of the legend. He comes in, knocking over everything, drinking as much booze as possible. No pants in sight. I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. But with that said, sadly, I can't show what happened on YouTube or else my channel will be taken down. But just know I won, and he's never coming back into this story again. It's time for the last night shift, and it was the most intense, heart-pounding shift out of every single one combined, needing us to destroy 3 of the monster's grotesque tumors. This part was so intense that I'm not even gonna speak over it. Enjoy. We did it. We beat the monster that lurks within this store, so I can finally go to bed and leave in the morning. And when I wake up, oh god, he's back. No, please. No, it's just the town. Hey guys, wow, it's so nice to see everyone. Tall man, drunk man, suspicious man, old lady, father, and even you, Karen. I hope you all have a great day, and I will miss this town. I walk into the bus as the town folks burn down the shop to finally destroy the evil that lurked inside, and we dream of free from the grasp of the monster. But wait a second, this doesn't look right. Oh, fuck me.